Hey guys, welcome back to the movie summary. Beginning of the movie, we see Matthew. He goes to senior prom with his friends. There he says, "Me and my friends collected $25,000 for a Cambodian boy. Now that boy will study here with us." That night Matthew goes out to take out the garbage. Then he sees a beautiful girl. Her name is Danielle. Matthew is shocked to see her beauty. After a while he tells his friend Eli about Danielle. After that Matthew looks at the house opposite house. Danielle changes her dress in that house. Danielle looks at Matthew. Matthew gets scared and hides. After a while he looks out again and Danielle comes to his house. Then Matthew is very afraid that Danielle has come to complain to his parents about him. Matthew's parents call him and tells that Danielle is new here so you can take her outside for chill. Then they both go out in the car. Danielle stops the car at a place and says, "You saw me naked, now I will see you naked too." Then Matthew says, "I can't do that," but after a while he takes off all his clothes on the road. Danielle then takes all his clothes and runs away. Later Matthew feels embarrassing in front of strangers. While he is going home naked on the road, Danielle again approaches him and picks him up in the car. Next day they both meet in a restaurant. Then Danielle will know that Matthew hasn't make private time with any girl in his life. She asks Matthew, "What kind of girlfriend do you want?" Danielle draws a girl for Matthew, while Matthew talks about the girl he wants. Then they both go home. The next day, while Matthew is in class, Danielle watches him from outside. When Danielle calls him, Matthew leaves his class and goes with her. That night Matthew introduces Danielle to his friends Eli and Klitz. They also get attracted to Danielle. Then the four of them go to a party. Everyone is surprised to see Danielle there with Matthew. Then a man named Hunter approaches Danielle and talks. Matthew doesn't like them talking at all and immediately goes to Danielle and kisses her. Danielle likes it too. Next day Matthew goes to school. At school, Eli shows a video to Matthew. Then he finds out that Danielle is a porn star. Seeing this Matthew gets shocked. And Matthew said to his friend that Danielle might not have done this, and also I love her. Then Eli says you should take Danielle to the hotel room and make private time with her. That night Matthew takes Danielle to a hotel. Danielle will understand why Matthew brought her here. She keeps removing her clothes. Matthew then asks, "Why are you doing this?" Then Danielle, "I understand that this is what you want." She says, "Someone has seen my video, so you think that I will make private time with you, and you brought me here." Then she leaves from there. Matthew then asks, "Why you didn't tell me that you are a porn star?" Danielle says, "I thought you shouldn't know about this, and that's why I didn't tell you." Then she leaves in anger. Matthew is sad from that day. A few days later he goes to Danielle's house to apologize. At her house he is shocked to see a man named Kelly. Matthew then goes to the pub with the two of them. Then Matthew learns that Kelly is an adult movie producer. Next we see Matthew and Kelly at school. Kelly flirts with the girls there. Later Matthew takes Kelly to the bank. Kelly comes to know about the Cambodian student and $25,000 there. Matthew goes with the bank lady and tells her he is my student advisor. Then Kelly flirts with that lady. That lady is also very impressed with Kelly. The next day we sees Danielle going out with Kelly. Matthew asks Danielle, "Where are you going?" To that she says, "I am going back to my place," then she leaves. Matthew is very sad after she leaves. In the evening he is with his friends. Then he gets an idea to go to Danielle. Then Matthew goes to a porn star show in Las Vegas with his friends. Danielle gives his performance there. Then Matthew goes to her and says, "I am very happy you came into my life." Hearing this, Danielle leaves from there. Matthew approaches Danielle while Kelly is with them. Then Kelly takes Matthew to a room and threatens that you should stay away from Danielle. He says, "If you disturb my business then I will not leave you so easily." However, Matthew ignores his words and goes to Danielle and gives her back the sketch she gave to Matthew. There he says, "You are much better than this sketch." Then Danielle also has feelings for Matthew. Next day Danielle goes to Matthew's house. Same day, while Matthew is in class, Kelly comes there and angrily takes him away. Kelly says that Danielle didn't come to the show because of you, so I lost so much money, and he hits Matthew. After that, Kelly apologizes and gives Matthew a tablet. Later, Kelly tells Matthew that if I want to leave you and Daniel, you have to do something for me. You have to go into a producer's house and steal an award from his house. Because he stole my idea and got that award. Matthew then goes to the producer's house to steal the trophy. Then Kelly calls the police. As Matthew walks into the house and the police arrive there, Matthew somehow escapes from the police and runs away. Then he calls his friends and goes with them. After a while, Matthew is behaving strangely. Daniel realizes that Kelly drugged Matthew. Later, Danielle and Matthew go to a scholarship dinner. Everyone there will be shocked to see them. Even there, Matthew behaves strangely. All the students give a speech, and now it's Matthew's turn. He talks about Daniel without making a speech. Then everyone there laughs. Next day, he goes to the bank to get $25,000. Then the lady says that your advisor has already taken the money and left. Matthew understands that Kelly took this money. Knowing this, the lady says that if you don't bring the money by Monday, I will send you to jail. Hearing this, Matthew gets very scared. Then he goes straight to Daniel's house. After hearing his problem, Daniel gets an idea. They want to shoot an adult video at the prom. Daniel's friends come to help with that video. They decide Eli is the director and Klitz is the actor. Later, they approach a producer named Hugo. He agrees to pay $25,000 for this video. That night, they all go to the prom in a limousine. After going to school, they are ready to make a video. Then they shoot the video. After the shooting, they have a party. After everyone leaves, Matthew and Daniel get into the car and make private time together. In the morning, when Matthew is going home, Eli calls him and tells that someone has stolen the videotape. Matthew goes to the house. There he sees school principal and Kelly. Later, Kelly talks to Matthew alone. He says that if you want this videotape, I want half of your remuneration. Otherwise, I will show this video to your parents. Matthew says you can show this video to anyone. Then Kelly shows that videotape to Matthew's parents on TV. There are no intimate videos in it, it is an educational video. Matthew's parents and principal liked this video very much. Later, that videotape became very popular. So Hugo and Matthew get a lot of money. Moreover, Matthew and his friends become very famous. He then happily kisses Daniel. This is how this movie ends.